Welcome to You Are Your Own Hero. I am Dr. Tassel Faith Shamebrook, and today we are talking about you are your own guru. And I'm going to be sharing 3 very powerful examples of how you can be your own guru. So I really lived most of my life believing that I needed to look externally outside of myself for gurus. That this particular healer, this particular therapist, this particular shaman had all the answers to my questions about my life, about my life's direction, about what I should do in relationships, about my life purpose, about my career, about everything. And what I powerfully understand now, it is not necessary to look outside of ourselves. This is not to say that we cannot take counsel with others and enjoy the guidance that we might receive from them, but it's to say that we always run any guidance, any suggestion, any information through our own guidance system and see how it lands. And ultimately, you are your own guru. And the 3 powerful examples I'm sharing are, number 1, set an intention. Be your own guru by setting an intention. Number 2, read what is coming into your reality. Be your own guru by reading what is coming into your reality. And number 3, be your own guide. Be your own guru by being your own guide. Okay, so let's talk about number 1, setting an intention. So what's really amazing is when we set an intention and we're really tuned in to our guidance, to our higher self, our guidance and our higher self will just take us through every initiation that we need in order to reach our intention. It's like a direct workshop with your higher self when we set an intention like this. So recently I had this experience of signing up for a 4-month workshop on embodying more of my feminine power. And I spent a lot of money on this workshop, but in the end, I didn't really feel like attending it. And this was really new for me. Normally, I might have forced myself to attend the workshop because I'd spent so much money on it. But what I really realized is I just wanted to settle into myself, into my own guidance, into my own higher self's direction around embodying feminine power. I didn't want to really listen to anyone else. I wanted to listen to my higher self. And what I really realized, what was most important was just that I had set the intention. I had set the intention to more embody my feminine power, and then my human, trying its hardest, my dear human, ended up signing up for this workshop, but it didn't really feel totally aligned when I really connected in internally. So I didn't end up taking the workshop at all, and I just let go of the money. And I ended up spending a couple of months just really feeling my feelings around feminine power and really listening to my guidance and learning to embody some different ways of being that were actually a lot more honoring to myself and really helped me embody this feminine power. So I really basically did my own workshop with my higher self being the guide. So with really just myself being the guru. So this is the first example of a way we can just really deliciously be our own guru by setting an intention and having basically a private workshop with your higher self. What could be better? And it's free and available 24/7. It's amazing, right? Okay, The second example is read what is coming into your reality. I love this. Pay very close attention to what is happening in your external reality. How are people interacting with you? What kind of situations and experiences are coming in? All of these are precious, treasured clues to your own energy. They are all showing you yourself. They are a match to your vibration. So for instance, if people are interacting with you in a way that you don't like, let's say you feel they're being unkind to you. So this could be, for instance, residue energy from how people have treated you in the past, and you haven't fully felt all of the feelings around this. And so this is basically still in your energetic field, and you're basically bringing in more of the same so that it can hopefully clear. So you can hopefully start feeling it and clear it. And another way this also shows up is that if people are acting unkind to you, it could also be a reflection of how you're interacting with yourself. So all of it is great. It's just shining a mirror back to ourselves, showing us ourselves, showing us what we could call our shadow. So in terms of the first part, where perhaps you might have some residue energy of how people treated you in the past, if you have an unkind interaction come in, feel all your feelings about it and see if it reminds you of any past situations. And you may just see memories of past situations of people treating you in a similar way. And just feel everything. Just feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it to clear it. And on the other side of feeling all of these emotions, you will usually have an amazing insight. There will be some pot of gold at the end of this rainbow, and you will have some new direction in your life. It could be you realize you can release a certain old behavior that hasn't been serving you. You might realize you can embody a certain new energy, a new way of being with yourself and others. And then in terms of the second practice here, if someone is acting in a way that you don't like, could be unkind, you can also sort of explore, investigate, is there anything within me? Am I acting this way to myself? And this is just a reflection of that. So here we can use what we call the mirror exercise, and this is really cool. So let's say, for instance, your partner, your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend is not paying attention to you. So you can say or write down on a piece of paper, I am upset, if that feels resonant or however you feel. I'm unhappy, I'm annoyed, I'm upset that my spouse is not paying attention to me. And then change all of the nouns and pronouns to yourself. So it becomes, I am upset because I am not paying attention to me. And then just see what happens as you carry that energy, that statement in your being. What do you feel? Does that feel resonant? Do you see in your mind's eye examples of maybe how you're not paying attention to yourself? Just see what happens. All of this, in a way, is just a science experiment, and see what happens when we try these different expansive practices. So I know, for instance, if I do that practice, I'll often see, oh, look at the way I've been treating myself that is now being reflected in how other people are treating me. And you'll get a lot of insights from this. So read what is coming into reality and see what it is showing you about yourself. It's so powerful. So this is a second way we can be our own guru. Read the the reality that's coming in. Okay, the last one, number 3, be your own guide. Okay, this is also really cool. So recently I was considering hiring a marketing coach for my business. And I ended up discussing this possible decision I was making with my partner, and he's very wise, very tuned in, and he started asking me some really great questions. He said, for instance, what do you enjoy doing in marketing? What do you not enjoy doing? Are there things you feel you have to do in marketing that you're somewhat forcing yourself to do? And are there also maybe things that you really feel pulled to do, but maybe your thinking mind doesn't really think that's a great idea? And what he really helped me do was just to come back to myself, go inwards, and really tune in to really my own guidance around marketing. Because what feels good is where my guidance is pointing me. And what doesn't feel good is where I perhaps don't need to put my energy or focus. And as I talked this out with my partner, I really realized I didn't necessarily need to hire a marketing coach. Not that I'm sure I could find some information that would be useful, but in the end, I can just tune in to my own guidance, my own higher self, and feel the pulls that I'm being directed. So I just think this is so amazing. Who would know me and my path, and including my marketing path, better than my own higher self? Yes, the own higher self wears every possible hat possible, including being your marketing coach, if we really tune in. And when I really thought about it, what was actually really tripping me up in a way is that I had been so much in my thinking mind around marketing. I'd been sort of listening to all these business coaches that I had different trainings with, and really trying to follow what they did, which was perfect for their path, but may not necessarily be perfect for my path. So I'm letting go of what everyone else is doing. And I'm my own guide, I'm my own guru, including being my own marketing guru. And just a very concrete example of this is in some of my trainings that I've done, the marketing experts in their own marketing, but maybe not for my marketing, right? Have said the importance of an email list and sort of contacting and staying in communication with people through an email list. And that hasn't really been where I've been pulled. I've been pulled more to reach out to people individually through texts or Facebook Messenger, or maybe through an individual email, but not these batch communications. I like the more hands-on, really personal, close touch type of interaction. I enjoy it. I like people and I like doing that. So that's what I realized is I was getting stuck thinking I needed to do what other people had done for their marketing. And I was not really valuing the own marketing guru inside of me as my higher self can just direct me in the right direction. So this is a third way we can be our own guru, by being our own guide in all aspects of our life as we tune in to our precious guidance, to our precious higher self's direction. So just to summarize one more time, you can be your own guru. You are your own guru, and you can try out these practices by setting an intention, reading your own reality, and just literally being your own guide by just listening to the pulls that are being directed within you from your higher self. So thank you so much for joining me today on this video. And if you enjoyed the video, giving it a like or subscribing to the channel really helps my work. And we also have this amazing You Are Your Own Hero Patreon community. It costs as little as $5 a month, and we all support each other so much in our own hero's journey, and there's more information about that in the episode description below. So thank you so much love to you, and so many blessings for you completely being your own guru.